Vulnerable time again. just trying to keep it real. You guys. I know a lot of you go through this too, so I have to share my own struggle with the holidays right now. So night before last, it's like that coming home after work. You know, I work Thursday through Saturday, as you guys know. So Friday night, I came home and I was feeling a little bummed. I was like, I don't know, you guys, you just go through it. You just do. There's no avoiding it. We're human beings. And I'm no exception to any other human being. Although I'm pretty advanced emotionally, so I know how to take care of myself really well. And I am my own best friend. So, and that's why I'm sharing this story is the way that I handled it. But, I was kind of bummed out Friday night. I was like, I've been listening to my DM Spotify and it lifts my spirits and I just love it. And I couldn't bring myself to listen to it Friday night. I was like, maybe I'm just imagining things. Maybe this isn't for real. Maybe all my wonderful predictions on my channel really aren't. Maybe they don't apply to me. I was like, seriously, like this sucks. Not even a phone call, nothing. And I was like, and this is Friday night, right? So I'm just like, all right, snap out of it. And it was really funny because I felt, and many of you are going through this too, like that energetic thing you have with your masculine. So he starts like, I feel him energetically just kind of bobbing around me, almost like really playful, like he would have tickled me if he was really here. And he was just like, he kept saying, Hakuna Matata. And I was like, stop it. I'm not going to give in to, I want to be in a bad mood. I want to be grumpy. And so he kept at it. He kept, Hakuna Matata. And so finally I was like, fine. I haven't heard that song in years, and so I just, looked at the lyrics and I was laughing and singing along. And I was like, all right, that's all I needed. I just like went upstairs and had a great night. Although, again, I've been feeling his pain, yearning, horrible heartache. And I know it's not mine because it's like, mine's there too. It's like, I definitely am feeling it too. But it's like in moments when I wouldn't normally feel that way, or it's just like, it's like double the pain. It's like his pain and my pain. It's like, I can't even explain. It hurts. Like I don't even know how to explain it, you guys. I know that you guys feel this too for yours sometimes. And I know how to feel out energetically, whether something is mine or not. A lot of you get like, aren't even aware that that's what you're feeling. And that's why you're feeling how you're feeling. But anyway, so then Saturday night, I was like, okay, so this is the last day. This is the last day that I work. And my workplace is really the only place that anybody can ever find me because I'm pretty elusive. I don't go to any particular place on a regular basis. There's never, I'm kind of a sitting duck at my workplace and that's it. So Saturday night comes and it's the last day before Christmas. So I'm like, okay, well, hopefully something will happen. Yeah, so hopefully something will happen Saturday because it's the last day, right? I get bombarded, absolutely slammed by readings all day long, which is perfect. I was so glad because it's like it really kept me out of my head, and it just made my day fly by. But then Saturday night comes, and I'm like, and then it's like, I think it's gonna snow. I feel like it's gonna snow. So I go to the grocery store and I buy all this food, and I'm like, I'm home for 4 days, all alone, no plans. I was like, damn it, Amy, you're telling everybody to make plans for Christmas. Why did you make any plans? And I was like, well, because I wanted to just like be alone and like meditative and do all this wonderful stuff and just do some healing and stuff. And I just like, I set myself up. Because then I came home and I was like, oh, I was so bummed. I had tears in my eyes, you guys. I was like, well, I guess nothing's happening for Christmas. I was like, oh. And then, So then what happened last night? Oh, okay. So I go through all this stuff, like all this downing and all this stuff, feeling sorry for myself and feeling like, why would the universe act like this? Why would it treat me this bad? Like, I don't understand. Like, why one person after another just doesn't show up for me? And I'm just like, I don't understand. I'm never believing again. I'm never believing again. And I was like, I really went down. And then I was like, wait, no. I'm not letting the ego trick me like this. And I am not going to be that kind of friend to me, And I was like, I touched my heart. I was like, Amy, I love you so much. I got your back. I got your back better than anybody could possibly ever. So I love you. And we have an incredible life. We are so happy. Like, this place is so freaking awesome. And Boulder is so awesome. And all of this that I have right now is so incredibly amazing. And this is like a dream come true. Like, this is everything I've ever wanted out of life. I have always wanted to be to where I could work remotely from anywhere in the world and have, a lavish home and have all of this all these wonderful blessings and beautiful friends and amazing clients. And I just, I stopped myself midstream. I was just like, no, because the way that you talk to yourself is the way that that's the stuff you'd be saying to your best friend or your closest friend. The language in your head needs to match what you would say to your closest friend, because you got to be your own best friend. I always say that. So, I just stopped myself from throwing a damn pity party and started having more of a sense of humor and started working the happy muscle up, It's like, okay, still couldn't bring myself to listen to that stupid Spotify. It's like, all right, well, I'll just go watch a Christmas movie or something. I'm just going to watch a Christmas movie. I'm going to have a Christmas movie marathon for days. And then I started thinking, you know what? Actually, this is great because my life is about to change. I don't know who with necessarily. I hope it's with my masculine, but I really don't know. And I'm open. I'm keeping open just because I feel like it's really important, you guys, keeping your hearts open and just believing in the law of attraction and knowing if you keep your vibration high, the perfect thing is coming through for you, no matter in what form. Okay. So I'm like, just getting into these movies and having fun. And I got all giggly and I had some snacks and I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. I am just like going to like make everything like I just perfect, for the next few days. And I was like, I'm going to do some dancing. I'm going to do some writing. I've been meaning to write my book. I'm going to start writing. So I got all excited and, of course I was asking my angels, help lift me out of this, help me lift me out of this hopelessness. And then, so I went to bed with a big smile on my face, and there's some cute little funny things happen in the middle of the night. It's so funny. This is the romantic in me. I always wake up at 2:00 every morning to listen to Divinely Guided Tarot because she seems to really tune into my masculine. And so I wake up and I just can't wait to hear like what he's going through. And like, and the cards always match his cards. That's how I know they kind of go along together, sort of thing. So I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see. I wake up every morning at 2:00, and I usually do something really sweet for myself during that time too. Like I do a facial, or I do all these different things, and then I talk to one of my friends in London, and we have these little chats, and so I wake right up at like 2 a.m. from like 2 to 3 or 3:30 or something like that, and then I go right back to sleep. Anyway. So I dreamt of him all night. It was these cute little, it's, how dreams are, they're weird, but it was really cute and it was really playful. And we were talking about our feelings for each other. And there's like, I made a video and he's in another location. He made a video from his location and sent it to me to put on a video so the two would be on the same video. And it was just really cute we were doing some little artsy video projects, and it was really fun. It was just a really fun night. It's like, I feel like I spent the night with him. And then in the morning, I woke up and the first thing I see on my phone is a little Christmas present opened up and a ring in it. I was like, oh, wow, what's that about? I'll read that once I wake up. And so I just set my phone down. I was like, okay. So I go to the bathroom and I clear my throat and it's like, dun, 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 dun. It made the wedding march. Like clearing my throat was the wedding march. I was like, what the hell? So I go to bed and then I check my phone again and I get all these text messages. Good morning. Good morning. I just want to say good morning and I love you. And I was like, and it was from all these friends that don't normally say anything. And definitely not just good morning, and definitely on a random Sunday, like on a Sunday, like why Sunday? Like what? It's just, it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. And I was like, what's going on? And the universe or her spirit was just saying that that it was my masculine encouraging me, like just kind of like, oh, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. And so that was just really sweet, you know, and this is what we go through on the journey as divine feminines. And I'm about to share a testimonial. And I want you to keep in mind that I usually tell you guys don't say anything to the masculine because they have to, it's like they got to get over their fear. They got to get over their fear and come to you. Of course, that's really, really difficult for them to do. Very, very difficult. And I mean, they really got to be like, like, I don't know what space they got to get in to finally do something about it. But after all the ghosting, it's like the feminine gets to a point where it's like, I just can't do it anymore. I can't chase anymore. I just can't be like continuously knocking on someone's door and having them slam it in my face. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I always encourage the feminines to no, just be in your power and go do your life purpose and just do you, boo. You make yourself happy as you can. Go be all about things that bring you joy and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And your masculine will eventually come, you know? So, so that's, I usually tell you to leave them alone. And especially if they're absolutely ghosting or something like that. But I also say, listen to your intuition. If you feel super prompted to say something, just don't expect anything back. Just say like Merry Christmas or whatever the holiday is or whatever their birthday or whatever. If you want to put it out there, you go ahead. But do it because your intuition prompted you, not because you want something back, not because you're feeling needy, like, you know, give me. So having said that, this is not encouragement to reach out to your person necessarily. But it's a pretty damn sweet story of somebody who did reach out to their masculine. So I just thought, some of you, okay, so my live last week is where you heard of this person, and she was called Beloved Pillars in the comments, in the chat. She let us know that she's come into union with her person. And by the way, I did have a gay couple come in yesterday, same-sex couple come in yesterday. I've been working with one of them for a long time, trying to bring him together with his partner. And they came in yesterday very, very happy. They were in union and they were really working it out. And I gave them some coaching on how to keep that vibe going strong and how to take personal responsibility and how to not blame each other. And you know, it felt so beautiful. I couldn't believe I actually finally met the partner. I was like, I'm so happy to see you here. Like, I'm so happy. And so it was so cool. So I'm starting to see these unions, okay? And this is just one of them. So she announced in the chat that she was in union with her person. And I asked her in the live chat, I said, could you send me the story, like the backstory? And she said, yeah. And so here it is, you guys. This is so cool. Okay. Hi, Amy. It's Beloved Pillars from your live the other day. I'm Tepi from Greece. You did for me quick relationship spreads, twin flame check-ins, and a remote reading. I wanted to share my story as a testimonial, a really big thank you, a validation for the help, love, understanding, guidance, explanation, and everything you share with us all. Of what you're offering, because I didn't get only help with your services. Your free videos and readings and sharings on your YouTube helped me a lot to better understand myself, and not only myself as Tepi, but myself as there is only one, and the freedom / love that this understanding brings. I met my twin around 12 years ago, on and off for the first 8 years with big lessons, huge self-reflections, cheating, lying, manipulating each other, only to find out that we did all of these things to ourselves. Like I was doing to myself the last couple of nights. As a feminine energy, I got ghosted, lied to, neglected, abandoned, and everything I needed to feel so I could release all of the drama and the programs of my life, my families, and everything else I carried. But we felt deep in love and respect for each other, even in the toughest times. That bond that twins have is deeply felt on a deeper level. We both knew that something was very different with than any other relationships that we'd had. I was always admiring who he was, and he always admired me, but without showing me anything or even admitting to himself as he was feeling threatened. 3 to 4 years ago, and you guys know that very well, and I always tell you that when they act like that, you know, they will deny their feelings, they will hide their feelings for a long time because they're scared or it's too intense. 3 to 4 years ago, everything changed and we started having a more sincere connection with each other. We became more vulnerable with each other. We let one another freely look at the other's dark side. The things you don't like in you is now out in the open, but not all of it. Our last breakup was the hardest one. We were living in an apartment with me going back and forth to mine, but we weren't very happy. And then his best friend, who I perceived to be a karmic male to my twin, came and stayed with us, visiting him, and everything turned into ashes. I was still feeling I wasn't seen or acknowledged for who I really am. I almost demanded stability and quick questions where my twin was at a loss, in a really lost place. He had recently been released from his job and for the first time in his life felt what a blank canvas feels like. Nothing to hold you in your comfort zone and had to dive into the unknown. With my decision to finally end the relationship after all those years of not being seen, I gave him the final kick in the butt into darkness. We stayed with no contact for 6 months. I used this period for healing, self-reflection, diving deep into understanding more about the twin flame journey, reflecting on more expansive insights as to what the twin flame journey really is all about, and that's oneness. In these 6 months, I found you on YouTube, and you did all those readings and healings and that helped bring us back together. I thought that I had to wait for him to contact me, but after our sessions, I decided to do what was best for me, and that was to contact him and find out where we were and how I was going to proceed with my life, even if that meant that I would have to go on without him. So I did. I called him, went to his house, and oh my God, I was blown away with his openness, his honesty, his tears. For the first time, he was talking from his heart. For the next 2 weeks, we did nothing but talk. We shared everything about our lives up to our meeting. We found out many synchronicities about our families, our timelines in general. Then we talked about, I know you guys know that too. This story has got to resonate for so many of you. Then we talked about our connection with full details. Around our meeting, our point of view, our hurts and our pains. We talked almost 16 hours a day. We couldn't help it. But through all this talking, more healing occurred. We cried together about everything in each other's arms, about how we both hurt, felt rejected, and how we felt about our guilts and things. He even cried in my arms about the pain he had caused to other women when he was a player. And I safely held him there until all the guilt was gone. Oh my God, I have chills. And then everything made sense. Why he was acting the way he did, why he was who he was, and even why I was who I was, and why I reacted to all of it the way that I did. Everything was being guided. Even when sometimes I judged myself for my reactions, had a special meaning for him and vice versa. Now he knows that we are one, not needing validation for anything external. He told me that even if I opened the door and never come back, he would be okay because he knows that I am him and he is me. Wow. He told me this whole journey felt like I came to his life to take his hand and lead him up to this point and of this last reconnection. And now he's feeling that he is doing the same for me. As I can feel my weariness of this blind trust I had for love now is willing to be steady rock for me as I am building my faith and trust back in love. He told me that he is like a train with many rails and many paths, but no destination. And I am the one with the destination, but without any means to travel. I need him, and he needs me. And even though we haven't yet found out the way forward practically, we enjoy every moment now with much laughter and love, playing around like silly children, laughing with life and how this whole game is staged. I don't know what is ahead, but I really don't care. I'm safe in his arms, and he's safe in mine, and whatever will be, will be. Thank you for all the help and love you spread to our community. P.S. I will be reaching out for a couples reading. Aw. Oh my gosh, Taffy, thank you so much for sharing that beautiful story. And that's really what it's about, it's just you coming home to you time and time again. We stumble and we fall and we just get back up again, get back up on that horse. And we realize more and more about who we really are and what we're really made of. You know, it's really just shaping and molding us into our most powerful selves. Ultimately, both of them are stepping into their power, and they're using each other as that catalyst and as that excuse or the placebo to do it. And that's really what it's meant to do. They're not to be your placebo to complain about and fall flat on your face and say it's all their fault. That's not it. If you're in that place where you're blaming the other person for your misery, I knew full well last night, I was not blaming him. I was like, Amy, you are not being a friend right now. Like, you are not being a friend. But I pulled myself immediately right up out of it. I don't stay there long. And some of it I'm feeling for you guys and going through for you guys, and the universe puts me through it so that I will go through it and then help you guys. And isn't it timely that this is well before the holidays for most of you? This is a weekend. And for most of you that didn't have a schedule like mine, you still have a chance of seeing them, you know, or you may fall, you know, like I did, if they don't show up. So it's all, you know, it's all very timely. It's all very timely. So I got your back, and it happened to me, so it could happen to you. And you never know if they're going to pull through sometime, you know, before New Year's or even after. I was like, if somebody comes through in January, no. Where were you through the holidays? You left me completely, totally alone. Oh my gosh, it's so funny what we do to ourselves. But basically, you know, you just always have to be pulling yourself up, not down. And don't talk to people who make you feel bad either. Don't be confiding in people who are going to be like talking bad about him or encouraging you not to believe in that anymore or any of that nonsense. You can be your own best friend in the privacy of your home, in the privacy of your head, and you can be giving yourself your own pep talk. So I think the theme of this is loving yourself, being your own best friend through the holidays. And it can be very, very hard to do, but do it, because that's really all you got. If you rely on anybody else, on a friend calling you or something like that, that's not a way to live. You got to be there for yourself. And the universe has always got your back, like those sweet things that happened for me this morning and the Hakuna Matata and all that kind of stuff. It's like, it could come from your masculine or it could come from spirit. And I don't care if you're in Timbuktu out in a cabin in the middle of nowhere, spirit will find you and spirit will deliver your messages, and spirit will inspire you if you're needing it, you know? So you are never alone, you guys. You're never really alone. I have like countless beings around me here too. So I know I'm not alone either. And I've got lots of wonderful food to make for days because I thought I was getting snowed in, and now there's no snow. But I thought for sure it was going to snow. I don't know why it's not out there right now. But anyway, enjoy your holidays, you guys, and sending you hugs. I cannot tell you what all of your gifts and your cards and everything that you guys have been sending me on WhatsApp and the beautiful pictures. You guys are like so warming my heart the way that you've been here for me through the holidays. And you guys have just been so beautiful to me. Thank you so much. And I guess, I'm not going to just keep babbling. So have a beautiful day. Have a happy holidays. And I'm about to do my messages from Spirit next. So, all right. Mwah. Love you guys. Talk to you later.